Hi, I'm Dan Blakley. I'm here at the Elite FTS compound with a friend from the West Coast that I train, and he is excited to be here today. He said this is one of his bucket list things to do, so I brought him out. And we're going to demonstrate a concept. And this is a makeshift preacher bench. We're going to do biceps. You could do this with any muscle group. Some exercises lend themselves better to this than others. It's hard to do with some of the more compound exercises, but the concept is solid. What we're going to try to do is create muscle growth. And the biggest stimulus in the gym for muscle growth is mechanical tension. And so if we put mechanical tension first and foremost in creating new protein synthesis of myofibrils, actual contractile elements that we want to grow, not just puffing the muscle up with glycogen, water, etc., and capillarization. Those things all make the muscle bigger, but we want more meat, actual creation of new proteins in links that can serve as a contractile mechanism, not only to make the muscle bigger, but to potentially make it stronger. More of these things, you could lift more weight. But this is primarily, and in this case, the way we're going to demonstrate it, to grow new muscle. So this is a stimulus to grow new muscle. What grows new muscle best and most? Mechanical tension. There's a trade-off, though. That's why there's all these weights in a gym, because putting more weight on is an easy way to create more mechanical tension. So that makes a lot of sense. However, there's a trade-off. When you create more mechanical tension, you create a greater and greater recovery burden. It's harder to recover from lifting 40-pound dumbbells than it is from lifting the same number of 20-pound dumbbells. So you could follow the same protocol, but as you get stronger year after year after year, you use heavier and heavier and heavier weights. And if you do not do something actively to, as you're training and heavier weights and you're creating mechanical tension goes up, also improve your recovery habits, then what will happen is you'll reach a breaking point where you get stronger and stronger and stronger year after year, creating mechanical tension with more and more weight, and you run out of recovery ability. And at that point, it's a good idea to increase your recovery habits and sleep and nutrition and all the other things, the mental things, the spiritual things, the things that renew you. But if you don't do that, you're going to reach this plateau. So there is a dynamic and equilibrating relationship between how hard you train and how hard you recover, or how well you recover. And if this gets too far above this, you're going nowhere. So this technique is to try to get the most amount of mechanical tension for the least recovery burden that we can put on it. Put on the system, put on the muscle. High mechanical tension, that means a lot of growth, with low recovery burden. We want to find a way to get all the stimulation for making new muscle with less and less recovery burden. If you just keep adding weights, the recovery burden just keeps going up. So what can we do to sort of stack the deck in our favor? What can we do to lower the recovery burden but still get all of the mechanical tension, and perhaps even more mechanical tension with a very little recovery burden? What would that do for us? Well, perhaps we would be able to train more often and get more and more stimulus for more and more growth. And it would be easier for us to recover. Now, we can still obviously get really good at recovering and improve our habits. But if there was a method of training, which we're going to show now, to lessen that recovery burden per session, that would probably be good. So there is a way. You have to know one fact. You have to know that an isometric contraction is the highest mechanical tension you can get. And that's a fact, and you can look it up or you can debate it, but you'll find that it's true. So lifting weights, moving around, either concentrically or eccentrically, is wonderful. But the most mechanical tension happens when we try as hard as we can and cannot make it move. So there's lots of pros and cons to isometrics. I don't want to give up the normal training that we have. So I'm going to blend and fold in isometrics to our normal training. And what that should do is, well, what it will do is, for sure, create more mechanical tension in that isometric. It will create maximal tension that that muscle can produce. And the method is that Bo's going to do these makeshift preacher bench curls, and you could do this with anything. And we're going to do normal training reps, but in between, I am going to produce a block. I'm going to interrupt his movement, and I'm not going to let him move for 2 seconds. But he's going to try to move. That's an isometric, 2-second isometric. You could change and jimmy with the seconds, but I think 2 seconds is about right for the amount of concentration. And so he's going to do a normal functional rep, concentric, eccentric, normal training. He'll get the normal benefit from that. But without adding any weight, without adding any stress to the joints, and every time you reverse, where you let it down and then go the other way, there's a reversal force, an impact force on your tendons and ligaments. He won't have that. He'll have just this lighter weight, but higher tension because of the block, the isometric. And that's a way to get more tension with less recovery burden. And I hope I explained that well enough. But watch this and you'll understand. I'm just telling you why we were doing it. When you see this happen, you'll understand. So Bo is going to do about 4 to 6 repetitions. He's going to lift it, and we're going to do this one right at the midpoint per se. And I'll block him for 2 seconds, and then he'll finish his normal rep, as if nothing ever happened, as if that block didn't happen, as if that maximal tension point with this little bit of weight didn't happen. And he's just going to keep training. And then on the way down, he'll stop it at about the midpoint, and I'll just give a push, and he will not let it go down. So he'll get a isometric, between the concentric and the eccentric. And he's getting more tension with less weight and less recovery burden. Let's give it a try, Bo. Let's show him. Bo's never done these before, but he's been briefed. All right, so bring it to me. Nice, smooth, normal rep. 1, 2, finish the rep. Let it down and stop somewhere in the same place. 1, 2, finish your rep. That's 1. 1, 2, finish the rep. 1, 2, finish the rep. 1, pull me over to you. All right, good. All the way up, finish that rep. Halfway down. Now don't let me move this down at all, but block me. Hold it, don't let it go down. Maximal, down all the way. We'll do one more in the halfway. Now what? Come on, pull, maximal pull. I want to feel you pull. I can feel how hard you're pulling. Pull. Good, that was longer than 2 seconds. Good work though, Bo. Halfway down, block me now. Don't let me, I'm gonna lean on you. You don't let it move down. All right, one more. We're gonna finish this. Now I'm gonna change where we block. I'm going to kill him here. I'm going to start here. Pull now. Now what? Now what? Where's all that strength now? Down here. Huh? Pull. Go up all the way. All the way up. That helped you, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a lot of tension, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's stop there down at the bottom again. You ready?
Yeah.
A little lower. Good. Go, Bo. Pull, pull, pull. All right. Now I'm going to stop you real high. This is a lot easier up here. Come all the way up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is just a weight. I'm not blocking you yet. I'm not blocking you yet. Get past that sticking point. Now pull it under your chin. Pull it, pull it, pull it. All the way under, all the way under, all the way under. You can, you can, you can, you can. A lot of work for just a little bit of weight, huh, Bo?
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. Let me drop it on you. That's our first set. That's the first set Bo's ever done. Walk it out. We'll take a break and do another set for you. And we'll do some blocks, not just at the middle, but we'll do some low, middle, high, anywhere. Anywhere in the range, you can create that maximal tension. And it feels differently, and it fatigues you differently. But what we get is tons and tons and tons of tension with light weight. Well, not lightweight. There's some substantial weight there. That's the trick. More tension, less recovery. 2 sets. Only 2 sets. You only need 2 sets. You don't need to be totally fatigued when you leave the gym. Fatigue doesn't build muscle. Mechanical tension does. You don't need to get a great pump, but he will. That's just fluid moving around. Pumps don't matter. They don't build new cross bridges and myosin and actin and titin. They don't create more muscle synthesis. Fluid is just fluid. It moves in, it moves out. The burn isn't necessarily a driver of muscle growth. The burn is lactate, not lactic acid, but lactate, that builds up in the muscle as a result of spending glycogen. That doesn't necessarily stimulate a ton of new protein synthesis. So we forget about lactate. We forget about fatigue. We forget about the burn. We forget about the pump. We forget about soreness too. And we focus on the thing that drives muscle growth most in the gym, and that's mechanical tension. There's one way to get it is through the muscles contracting. Another way to get it is through really, really deep stretches. But the value here is that we can serve that purpose or higher purpose of getting high mechanical tension without just constantly increasing the weight. Weight. When you move weight, it gets momentum on it. And when you reverse, the weight's moving down, it wants to keep moving down. And then you got to jerk it the other way. Jerk is a bad word, but people do. I'm big on the smooth reversal for just that reason. But still, the weight's going this way, and then you got to come back this way. You get to some range of motion where you're done, and that wants to keep going. An object in motion wants to stay in motion. It wants to keep going. And you got to reverse all that. And so you get that pull and that tug and that extra stress that need not be there on your tendons and joints. And so by creating extra tension without more weight, we reduce the recovery burden. We reduce the time between training sessions because we're ready to go sooner again, and we reduce the necessity to kind of get your house in order and eat right, sleep right, meditate, get rid of stress, organize the whole rest of your life, and do something that rejuvenates you, the 6 principles of recovery. Not a lot of people have that up to speed. So this reduces that need to get that all up to speed. So it's a super helpful technique that you can use and add into what you're already doing. And you don't want to do a lot of these. We're going to do 2 sets. And we're going to create high tension. Then we're going to get out of the gym. And we're going to start recovering. So you will leave the gym with perhaps less pump, but maybe not. This is pretty good with that. Less burn. But that's not important. What is important is tension. And less general fatigue. A lot of people go to the gym and they leave exhausted and they think, I got a good workout because I gave it all I had. I did 6 exercises for biceps and I had nothing left. I couldn't even move my arms. Well, did you do 100% on any one of those 6 things? I don't think so. About 18.5% on each of the 6. We're going to give 100% on one exercise, 2 sets. We're going to create the stimulus for growth, the tension, and we're going to go home and do the rest of our recovery. And that's a different way to leave the gym, but it will make you grow more muscle. Why? Because the thing that grows muscle is mechanical tension, and we are serving that purpose now. So we'll let Bo recover a little bit, and then we'll do another set for you and show you. He'll be better at it because he learned something from that set. And we'll block it in different ranges of motion, and you'll see that. And then we'll be done. How you feel?
Good.
How'd you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
I thought you might like it. I'll do one block in the middle to start us off, then one low, middle, and top. The top one, let me talk to you about this. Put your arms over this for a second. So the top one, here, in the beginning, I have to push this direction. Because you're going that direction at the beginning. You're not going straight up.
No.
You're going this way a little bit. And then when you get to here, I am going to push straight down because that's the way you're going. But then when you get to right here, you're actually pulling this way. So I'm going to pull, keep your arm right there. I'm going to pull that way. See, if I push straight down, that doesn't resist you too much.
No.
But if I pull this way, pull it in. Keep this right there. When I pull this way, but if I push down there, that doesn't help you any. If I pull it, keep it in. I pull this way, that does. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you get it up here and I give you one of those high ones, expect the force to come this way.
Okay.
When we're in the middle somewhere, expect the force to come down. And when we're at the beginning, expect me to push back this way. So I'm going back this way, down, and then back this way.
Okay.
But so are you. That's the arc of the motion. You're going out first, up second, and in third. And I'm just going to be resisting that.
Okay.
We're going to change where we block this time. So we'll start with one right in the middle, Bo. Get us warmed up. Remember what we're doing? 1,001, 2, very much better. Down halfway, block yourself, stop. 1, very much better, down. Now I'm going to do an early one. 1,001, 1,002, and then you go all the way up. Go all the way down here, way down low, way down low. Now you ready? I'm pushing this way a little bit. Gotcha, gotcha, and then all the way down. We'll do one near the middle, but not quite. Oh, no, 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 come on, pull it. That's 1, 2. Finish it. Right about here. Good, block. 1, 2, all the way down. Now we'll do one at the top. I'll be pulling this way. Bo will be trying to tuck it under his, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Lift your chin. Pull it under your chin. And I'm going to pull out this way. Let it down. Right there. We'll do another one up high. We'll do a negative to high. 1, 2. All the way down. Got maybe 2 reps, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's try 2. What do you say? What do you say? Come on, look what I got now. Look at that. Look at that. Pull up. Pull up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Crank it. Rip it. Pull it. Crank it. Pull it. Pull it. Got enough tension? I think probably. Come on, finish that rep. All the way down to right about here again. All right, can you hold it?
Yeah.
Really? All right, all the way down. Let's try one more. We'll just see. We'll just make sure we're done. You're leaving after this. There's no more biceps. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. Go more. Go more. Go more. You want to grow biceps? I'm not even holding it. I'm not even holding it. Look, there's nothing. I'm holding it up some. All right, finish the rep. Finish the rep. Finish it. Pull it under your chin. Pull it under your chin. Pull it under your chin. Okay, good. Set it down somewhere. You block it where you feel strong. Nowhere. Nowhere do you feel strong because you worked out and now we're done. Watch your fingers. Now we're finished. He's going to go home. Now he may not be as tired as if he did 6 exercises. He may not have sweat as if he did 6 exercises. He may not be mentally drained, or he might be. But he's going to leave fresher. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Bill? You don't feel like you do after a big squat workout, do you?
No, joints feel good.
Joints feel good, right? Yeah. But
Biceps.
this isn't about getting tired. It's about growing muscle. How do we grow muscle? I'll remind you. Mechanical tension. Mechanical tension grows muscle. Fatigue doesn't build muscle. I could have Bo lift a 2-pound weight until he couldn't move his arm. Nobody thinks that's going to grow muscle, right? Nobody. Nobody. You could run a marathon. Nobody thinks that's going to build up your legs. Fatigue is not what we want. We want mechanical tension. I'll remind you. Do you have a decent pump? Probably.
Yeah, I can't really lift my arm.
Okay, but we weren't chasing a pump. We weren't trying to get a pump. What were we trying to do? Mechanical tension, mechanical tension, mechanical tension. Tension, tension, tension. Lots of force though, right, Bo?
Yeah.
Lots of force. We had a lot of force, but how much weight did we have? Not a lot of weight.
65 pounds.
All right? So it's not about the burn. It's not really about the fatigue. It is about effort. So you feel like you spent something, but you have to learn how to spend it not over 6 exercises, not over 4 exercises, not over 3 exercises with 3 sets each, 2 sets, maybe 3, and until you get the hang of being mentally tough. We might be able to get both through one more set of 3 or 4 reps, but there's no need right now. Do you think we have some growth coming, Bo?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you think that? Because you're tired? Because you
No.
got to burn?
'Cause
Are you
the
burn? Because why?
Mechanical tension.
Yeah, I believe you, Bo. I think you're right. So this is a new way of thinking about how to train for size. You don't have to supplant. If you like doing a whole bunch of exercise and you like staying an hour in the gym, that's something you're doing for your spirit or your camaraderie, or you're getting rid of the stress of the world. I know people that say, if I don't go to the gym, I'll kill somebody. Fair enough, fair enough. You don't have to give all that up right away. But it might behoove you to give up the stuff that doesn't serve the purpose of growing muscle. And if we want to serve the purpose of growing muscle, what we have to do most and foremost is create mechanical tension. And if we care about the mechanical tension and stimulus for growth to recovery burden, we don't want to have a certain amount of stimulus and then have a huge burden. We want it the other way around. We want to stack the deck in our favor. Lots of mechanical tension, not a lot to recover from. And Bo could probably do this in a day and a half. I'd say the metabolic response is highest after one bout of exercise between 30 to 40 hours. So if we wait 48, he's probably able to come back and do this balls out work again. And that means every 48, probably, he can do this. Now, if he has shitty recovery, he might need 3 days, maybe even 4. But he should be able to recover from what we just did, 2 sets of high tension with not all the tension coming from the weight, but some of the tension coming from somewhere else. In this case, I used isometrics. Some of those were quite a bit longer than 2 seconds, but you could understand the principle. This wasn't a perfect demonstration. Follow the principle of using isometrics to get high tension and see how you recover. And fold this into some of your training. You don't have to give up those 3 or 4 exercises that you love to do, but perhaps if you do this first and not last, you won't want. How many more bicep exercises do you want to do today, Bo?
None.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not, right? You want to go get a sandwich.
I want to eat the Pop-Tarts.
Get some fluid. Yeah, eat some Pop-Tarts. All right, brother. Okay, so that's the principle. You do whatever you want with it. I don't give a shit. You can do your old things and fight recovery and train for 3 years, getting stronger and stronger, and then not be able to recover and plateau for the rest of your life if you want to. Or you could think about this and say, well, maybe I should. It sounds reasonable, and the science says the mechanical tension is what I want. It sounds reasonable that I should at least give it a try, and that's what I hope you do. I hope you give it a try. I hope you fold it into your own workout and idea of what it means to be in a gym. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll warn you, you're not going to feel normal when you leave the gym only doing 2 sets of balls out work. Now, we did a warm-up too before that, I should mention. We didn't just hit it raw. He was warmed up properly. So it wasn't truly 2 sets, but it was 2 training sets. That was it. So you do what you want. I hope you find a use for this. It's been super useful for a lot of people that have arthritis like me and who want a lot of muscle without a lot of wear and tear and a lot of recovery burden. So I hope that helps you, and perhaps you could let me know or let people at Dave and the people at Elite FTS know. So that's what we had for you today.